I'm joined now by the Palestinian ambassador, Husam Zomlot. Husam, how optimistic are you about this moment?
Well, I think you are right to be cautious, given how the whole thing evolved over the last 15 months, how Israel and Netanyahu were absolutely unhinged in their genocidal campaign in Gaza, and then the beginning of the ceasefire, that it's obvious Netanyahu is just trying to find any pretext to actually derail it. He thinks this is not an end to the war, this is a pause, and he's trying to outmaneuver everybody, so we want to make sure that this turns into a permanent arrangement. We also need to remove his veto over the return of the Palestinian government, the umbrella institution that represents all Palestinians, that would bring back the West Bank and Gaza. We have got to work with our international partners to make sure he doesn't do that, because, as you said, the administration of Gaza and the West Bank as one territorial unity, the representation of the Palestinian people as one united people, one political system is paramount to go ahead and build a different future.
How close is Hamas to being completely destroyed?
Well, from day one we said this isn't, even if you target, as Israel did, and wreak the havoc. In the last 48 hours, people have discovered the magnitude of the killings and the destruction in Gaza. So no matter what you do, in the end, this is a political conflict. And you know what? Israel has been at it for more than 7 decades. Hamas, any other political factions are not the cause of the conflict. They are the product of the conflict. And short of visiting the root cause and resolving the root cause, so long as you continue wanting to manage the crisis, it will always recur. So what we need now is really to garner sufficient energy to turn this moment, this tragedy, into a momentum to actually uproot the root cause of all this, which is the occupation, the colonization, the besiegement, the blockade of Gaza for all these years.
We've just been talking at the top of the show, of course, about Donald Trump's inauguration speech. This is a man, whatever you think of him, who wants to bring peace around the world and show that he can make the change. Do you have any confidence at all that he might shift things in the Israeli government to allow what you're talking about to happen?
He has partners in us, if this is the direction, and we realize the role he played in reaching a ceasefire, and I think he can help move straight forward to actually removing the occupation altogether, building the tracks for the international consensus, and finally resolving this conflict once and for all. And we are absolutely looking forward to working with him in that direction.
Well, let us hope very, very much indeed that your optimism is right. Ambassador Zomlot, thank you so much for coming in.